The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. On the return, Carter. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Herbert flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flushed out right. The 20. 5, touchdown, LA. It's a dynamic run there by Justin Herbert. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Up the middle with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Herbert has it knocked free. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Burrow. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On first down, Justin Herbert dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
There's Williams. What a catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
For a bastard.
Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
55 Mike. 19 Lion. Watch the screen.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything. Burrow looking to pass.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Burrow loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taylor now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get one block on a play. Be prepared for 2 or 3 in order to help keep the play alive, and that allowed for the completion downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.